Greetings, YouTube. Now time for another bargain video, and this may be a little longer than normal because I should have filmed this a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't, but here we are. So I have a book of origami by a Japanese artist. This was originally published in 1977, and I got this at an estate sale for $1, and it actually has that origami Satan on the cover, as well as an origami T-Rex, which is very cool. So my wife was quite pleased when I gave that to her. We have a book on the Aliens, which is a hardcover brand new book I picked up. It was on sale at Books A Million. I think I paid like $10 or something like that for it. We have a book called Defend the Flag, which is actually a Fable book, Fable 3 in particular. I picked this up for $1 at a yard sale, and hopefully just as inspiration for RPG videos. If I can get 1 or 2 ideas out of this, that's worth $1. My wife gave this to me, which is Mechanica, which is a book of biomechanical animals, essentially. So that's kind of cool. We have a heavy metal issue. We have a Rifter swimsuit issue and an issue of Dungeon. So some gaming and science fiction stuff. Here we have a cat who is spewing... cat. She is spewing spittle everywhere. Meow. Yes, meow. She is spewing spittle everywhere because she's 20 years old and drools. It's disgusting, that cat. That's annoying. Then we have 101 cranberry recipes and 250 potato recipes. And this is from 1941. My wife and I both consider the potato to be the most magic of all vegetables. We have a book of the Moscow Armory, because it has actual armor. And a book called Winter World. The Ingenuity of Animal Survival, which looks kind of cool. We have an issue of X-Force, which I think I paid $2.50 for because it was on sale that day. We have Kirigami, exquisite products to fold and cut. And I'm hoping I changed hands, so I'm hoping I'm not covering up the mic here. So this has been our book finds. Some of these are magazines, and some are cookbooks for my wife. But just very cool stuff. I cannot wait to get a chance to really look at some of these for inspirations for videos and things. I think I can find stuff in here, and my wife was really looking forward to using this for some folding paper stuff. Okay, on to digital media. Here we have Recoil with Steve Austin and Danny Trejo. I do not expect that to be very good. Casper, which I got for the commentary track. 5 Frank Sinatra movies when he was young. Suicide Squad, which I paid, I think, 50 cents for, because I really didn't want to pay much for that, because it wasn't great, but I want to see it again and see if I missed anything. Maybe it's more entertaining than I remember. A collection of movies, because it has like a couple of stars in it that I happen to like, and I paid almost no money for that. The Happy Time Murders, which my wife has no interest in because she has a deep and abiding love of the Muppets and does not want to see what this movie is going to do to them. I, however, do. We have Dragon, which is a kind of a modern martial arts film noir thing. Superman Doomsday. Nicolas Cage in Stolen. God Bless America, which is supposed to be a great comedy directed by Bobcat Goldthwait, which a commentary track by him. I'm looking forward to that. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance with a commentary track from a film expert. The entire Alien Nation series. I think I paid $5 for that. It's still sealed. Never opened. My Life to Live, a French film. Rebellious, which is supposed to be kind of a modern take on the Wizard of Oz. So we'll see how well that goes. I'm not expecting much on that one. High Noon, again with a commentary track. Saturday Night Live with Dan Aykroyd. And I did like him before I realized how deeply, deeply crazy he is. Zootopia, which we didn't own. I got that for $1. Army of Frankensteins, which looks horrible. I can't wait. The Hunters, kind of a young, adventure kind of a film. Under the Mountain, again, young adult adventure film. But it's got Sam Neill in it, and it has a commentary track. So, who knows? Maybe worth a couple of views. Animal Armageddon Target Earth from the Animal Planet. Should be fun watching all the different types of extinctions there have been. Kung Fu Panda, Legends of Awesomeness, I didn't even know there was a series. I watched a couple episodes of that already. Pretty entertaining. We have a triple feature, which the Frankenstein's Daughter, The Bat, and Carnival of Souls. And Frankenstein's Daughter was not good, but it was entertaining. We have Herbie the Love Bug, which I don't know if I've ever actually seen, but it is a commentary track, so I want to know what they had to say about that movie. And yet, there is more. Again, I should have done this video 2 weeks ago, because I have lots of films that have to be looked at. Yes, and these all have to get stripped and taken care of. We have a new box, so all of them will have a place to go. We just have to get our busting gear and do the actual taking them out of the box and categorizing them into a spreadsheet, which is what we do with it. So, on to more digital media. We have the Newton Boy, which is like kind of a story of a crime family back, I believe, in the Depression era time period. Trainwreck, The Life of Pi. Space Thing. This looks really, really horrible. Wow, that's just terrible. I can't wait. Sean Connery did a Western with Brigitte Bardot, and I'm sure they did nothing to explain why he had a Scottish accent. But we'll find that out. I'm not expecting much, but I still want to see it. The Indominus Escape. That should be entertaining. James Cagney in Yankee Doodle Dandy, which has a commentary track, and James Cagney was one of the world's great entertainers. A documentary on the Theremin. My wife is a fan of the Theremin. That was a great find. Happy Endings, a film which should be entertaining, I guess. I got it mostly because it has a nice cast, and I believe it has a commentary track. I picked up 4 entire seasons of the Bob Newhart Show for less than $1 a season at a yard sale. Good find. Jungle Book. Jay and Silent Bob's Do Degrassi, The Next Generation. I have not seen this. I am expecting absurdity. I also have some loose movies. We have Snow White. We have Sleeping Beauty. We have Machete. We had Pixies. We have Maya the Bee. We have Spirit. And Aladdin. And I got those for less than 50 cents a piece, I think, at someone who was getting rid of stuff because they had kids. Then we have some music. Rage Against the Machine, some kids' music, which my wife will be able to use. Violent Femmes, Rush, Audioslave, Billy Joel, John Mayer, Sean Mullins, Paul Simon, and Pink. Yes, I have wide tastes. So this should wrap up the digital media. So now we're going to go on to bric-a-brac and then some tool things, I think. We have some sign language cards that my wife wanted. We have some stencils. Here's Q and R. And it's an entire set of those. So I thought those might be useful for doing crafts. We have a box. I don't know if I can get this open. Yes, I can. It's got spring-loaded or spring-supported hinges, and it's just a simple box. It was originally had lining in it because it's from Oakley, so it probably had sunglasses in it. But it's just a cool box, aluminum box that looks very mechanical. I love that. So I'm probably going to use that for dice or something, maybe knives. Who knows what I'm going to put in there. This is a ceramic mask, which I'm giving to my therapist as a Yule gift. Here we have some jewelry. If I remember, I will attach a picture at the end of me wearing this. I bought this for costuming, cosplaying, and Halloween costumes. But it is very heavy, really nice quality. I was very impressed with this. And I paid $5 for it. Those spikes are friggin' serious. We have a Concord National Bank money bag, which I'm going to use for dice. But I'm so pleased. I'm like, that is so awesome. Oh shoot. Okay, I guess I forgot. I thought I forgot something at the moment. I did not. We have this, which is carved out of balsa wood. And it's got clappers, and you make noise with it. My wife liked that. Speaking of noise, we have a bell, which has a king on one side and a queen on the other. That was kind of cool. We have these, which are solid wood tap handles. and they're going to be beer chucks. That is not the correct bottle cap. It didn't have a bottle cap on this one, so my wife was nice enough to donate one to me, and I glued it in place. So now they both have and that's going to be beer chucks. We have a burb. He's a cute little ceramic burb. I got that for my wife. I thought he was adorable. We have a teeny bell that my wife liked. And a couple of ceramic or, yeah, I think it's ceramic or porcelain pumpkins. My wife is a big fan of Halloween. And we had never seen ones like this before. And we saw them back to back, like one day, and the next day we found another one. So she was kind of pleased with that one. This is a folding measuring tape, but it's made out of aluminum. I've never seen one of these. They're normally made out of wood. And this is in really nice shape. And I paid, I think I paid $12 for this. Yeah, $12 for this. It's in really nice shape, and I really like it. I like the idea of having a folding tape like this around. And it's much thinner and far more durable being aluminum than wood. And I just happen to be a big fan of metal. Then we have a cheap flashlight I picked up, and it was actually less than $5.29 when I bought it. It was like $4 or something like that. But I'll end up in a review video. We have this, which is a knob for plumbing. But the reason I have it, this thing here is solid brass, and it's chromed, and it's got a hole that I can use to attach it to something and make a mace out of this. It is unbelievably heavy. Solid brass sphere. Very cool. I might be able to find use for this thing too. This is pretty cool as well. We have this, which is made from some South American wood. I don't remember the name of it. If anyone out there who knows about wood can tell me what this is, that would be cool. And I paid a little bit more for this than I normally pay for items like this. I paid $30 for this. But it's in wonderful shape. The strap is original. It fits. The strap is really nice. You put your hand through here and you grab, you can let go of the thing and it will stay right where you want it to be. It's very well designed. It's got a great, heavy, dense weight to it. Just a beautiful, beautiful billy. Just a work of art, really. And we have, speaking of that, we have a proper Irish shillelagh. I've never owned one. Always wanted one, and now I found one for $5 at a flea market. So yes, I have one more section to do, a few more items to put up here, and then we're done. Like I said, a longer video than normal because I was bad. Here we have a balance board called a Quirky, which is designed to emulate what it's like to be on a skateboard. My wife wanted it. It was $5 at a yard sale. Maybe she wants to get a skateboard. I don't know. I just don't want to fall off the table. Stay there. Okay. We have a big ass cheap Bowie. I just kind of felt like owning a big Bowie, and it kind of fit my hand, and I just kind of liked it. It's just a mossy oak, but it made me smile. I need to put an edge on it. And of course, it's got a silly hollow grind. I hate hollow grinds. This is an awesome find right here. This is a survival axe. This is solid steel all the way around. This is old because this is rubber, but it's very, very hard rubber at this point. This is not a new tool. It's in kind of rough shape. This has been chipped, so I'm going to reprofile this from underneath because I don't want to change this curve. So I'm going to have to take a little burr off there, but I want to reprofile that to a point. And this thing was never ever really all that sharp. That needs some work to get that to have a functioning edge. And the guy who had it was he called a Fire Axe, Spax Axe Survival. I paid $10 for it. He had 15 on it, but I gave him 10. He took it. But yeah, if you've ever seen anyone or you play the game Forest, or you have played the game Forest, this is the axe that the characters in the game use. Theirs has an orange handle, I think, or it's got an orange color or something. But this is the axe they use. It's a real thing. And now I own one. I've always wanted one because I knew they existed. I'd seen the pictures of them, but I never used one. It's very heavy. This is thick steel. It's like a 1/4 inch thick steel, and it goes all the way down. This is a robust tool, and I look forward to getting an edge on it so that you can actually cut something with it. That'll be cool, and bringing that spike back to a more useful profile. And then we have a tonfa. This is a one-piece polymer tonfa. It's in pretty decent shape. It's got some. Looks like somebody might have done actual contact or something. I can't quite tell what that is, but it's in nice shape as far as the condition overall is. and I paid $10 for it, and I just love the whole idea of impact weapons. I love impact weapons. I like axes too, and knives. You could probably figure that out by now. But yeah, this is the find right here. This is the find, folks. This is just so cool. I'm going to make an effort not to destroy this patina while I reprofile that, and then I put a functional edge on this, obviously not taking the edge all the way down to here, because your hand could come up this far, but you know, from like here forward, try to get there an edge so you could actually cut wood with this. At the moment, you could beat wood to death. You couldn't cut wood. You have more luck chopping wood with this thing at the moment. But yeah, that thing is just so cool. I am so glad it's in my collection, and for $10, that's a great deal. I don't think this guy knew what he had. These are not common. If anyone out there has ever seen a new one in action, or has one, tell me where you got it, because I want to know, man, because it is just so cool. So thank you for joining me for this bargain video, and I will put a link to my Instagram somewhere, hopefully in this video, so you can follow me there if you want and see more weird bargain things I find that I don't buy because they're just too strange or I just don't need them. Because I do find some really odd stuff out there. Some of it entertaining, some of it disturbing, and some of it just depressing. So, thanks for being here, and I hope to see you next time.